At Equip, we believe in the importance of building a life worth living. We know that eating disorders steal joy and meaning from our lives, and what we want for all of our patients is to experience that life worth living. But what does that mean? Oftentimes, it's something that starts with identifying your values, and your values are things that you cherish, that bring meaning to your life, and that are important to you. So Allie, values are deeply personal, and I'm curious if you can tell me about some of your values.
Yeah, when I think about my own values, I love creativity, also connection with others, and I think also family too is pretty high up for me.
What I noticed in what you shared is that none of those were goals, and I think this is a common source of confusion in talking about values with patients and families. So I'm curious if you can share a little bit more about the distinction between goal setting and identifying your values.
Absolutely. I think that's a really common thing that pops up for folks. And when I think about values, it's more the direction of your life instead of a destination point. So when you choose a value or identify them, you're thinking about what you want to make decisions from, and you want to live within those values rather than choosing to achieve them directly.
Mm. I can see how using that language makes it easier to ebb and flow and kind of evolve your relationship to your values as time goes on or as recovery progresses. And I'm curious, can you share a little bit more about how you applied your values to your treatment or to your recovery?
Absolutely. I think when I first started, I had different values than when I continued into recovery. So I think it's important to note that values change over time. And once you do notice them and identify them, that's when you're able to start incorporating them into your recovery and understanding your why behind what you're doing in recovery too. I think you can do a vision board or a values chart, and it can really also operate as kind of like your North Star when you're operating through some of those tough times in recovery.
I like that visual of the North Star, and I can see how having those visual reminders around you can be really helpful, especially in those harder moments.